For years he carries the Quran around, looking to make a living by being holy. Had those words been written inside him, his body would have shivered into particles. When a man walks in obeisance, he acts conformably with the word of God. He is no servant of God who boasts of being one. These raw, ignorant people come with drum and banner, saying, "We are couriers speeding in the path of spiritual poverty and non-existence." They are those who boast far and wide of being sheikhs, and make out that they have attained to the rank of Bayazid. He, the false Sufi, is only the figure of a Sufi. He has no soul. Accordingly, the true Sufis get a bad name from Sufis such as these. The imitator brings on his tongue 100 proofs and explanations, but he has no soul. When the speaker has no soul and spiritual glory, how should his speech have leaves and fruits? He boldly directs people in the way, though he is more tremulous and infirm in soul than a blade of straw. Therefore, though his discourse may be splendid, tremor is also latent in his discourse. The difference between being with a true knower and being with an imitator is like the difference between being in the actual presence of the prophet David and being outside somewhere, hearing a vague echo sound. David is a source. The imitator has just memorized some psalms. In his hand he carries a copy of the holy book, as though he were Zainul Abidin, the ornament of the devout, a title given to Ali, son of Hussein. But in his sleeve is a vengeful dagger. He addresses you smilingly, saying, "O my Lord," while in his heart there is a Babylon of sorcery and guileful spells. He is deadly poison, though in appearance he is honey and milk. The imitator is a riverbed. He doesn't drink the water. It just passes through him on its way to the water drinkers. The riverbed is not thirsty. Nothing stays there. The imitator is a professional mourner, with no motive but money. The words burn, but there is no warmth and no broken openness. You are the disciple and guest of one who, from his vileness, robs you of all you have. He is not strong. How should he make you strong? He does not give light. No, he only makes you dark. Since he had no light in himself, how in association with him should others obtain light from him? He is like the half-blind healer of eyes. He has no scent or trace of God, but his pretension is greater than Seth and the father of mankind, Adam. He has stolen many an expression used by dervishes, in order that he himself may be thought to be a holy personage. He is without any portion of the bread and viands of heaven. God did not throw a single bone to him. He has proclaimed, "I have laid out the dishes. I am the vicar of God. I am the son of the spiritual Khalifa. Welcome, O simple-hearted ones, tormented, that from my bounteous table you may eat your fill of nothing. Some people, relying on the promise of tomorrow, have wandered for years and years around that door, but tomorrow never comes. He is the mere picture of a dervish. He is not worthy of bread. Do not throw bread to the picture of a dog. He wants a morsel of food. He does not want God. Do not set dishes before a lifeless picture. The dervish that wants bread is a landfish. He has the form of a fish, but he is fleeing from the sea. He is a domestic fowl, not the zimmerg of the air. He swallows sweet morsels of food. He does not eat from God. He loves God for the sake of gain. His soul is not in love with God's excellence and beauty. If he conceives that he is in love with the essence of God, mere conception of the divine names and attributes is not the essence. How should he that is in love with his own imagination and conception be one of them that love the Lord of bounties? If the lover of that false conception be sincere, that metaphor will lead him to the reality. The exposition of this saying demands a commentary, but I am afraid of senile minds. Senile and short-sighted minds bring 100 evil fancies into their thoughts. Not everyone is able to hear rightly. The fig is not a morsel for every little bird, especially a bird that is dead and putrid, a blind, eyeless fellow filled with vain fancy. Look long on the face of everyone. Keep watch attentively. It may be that by doing service, you will come to know the face of the true saint. Since there is many a devil who hath the face of Adam, it is not well to give your hand to every hand, because the fowler produces a whistling sound, in order that the birdcatcher may decoy, so that the bird may hear the note of its congener, and come down from the air and find trap and knife point. The vile man will steal the language of dervishes, that he may thereby chant a spell over one who is simple. The vulgar have learned this bird's language, and by means of it have acquired prestige and authority. That terminology is only the image and imitation of the bird's voice. The uninitiated man is ignorant of the inward state of the birds. Where is the Solomon who knows the bird's song? The demon, though he sees the kingdom of Solomon, is an alien. The demon in the likeness of Solomon stood in Solomon's place. He knows how to deceive, but he does not possess the knowledge denoted by the words, "We have been taught." There is sweet syrup here, where you have been buying vinegar and unripened fruit. Impostors appear in many disguises. Stay in your refuge with God, and they won't deceive you. Let your teacher be love itself, not someone with a white beard. O love, you are my sultan.